Sir, you're charged with especially aggravated kidnapping. You're also charged with aggravated assault, and you're charged with theft of a firearm worth less than $2,500.
You're talking about stuff that is not relevant.
Hello and welcome to the Court of Public Opinion. I am the Recovery Addict, and boy do I have a case for you today.
Why is the dog chewing on this guy?
I think they have got the wrong guy there.
Got the wrong guy, and the dog was biting him.
He roughing him up quite a bit. There's a lawsuit.
9 out of 10 judges prefer watching the Recovery Addict live stream in their courtroom.
The fireworks are not done.
Now we're getting commentary on the case. Dati mihi Anglican police service Latino. I didn't ask you to interrupt me.
Literally not true.
Oh, for Trump's sake.
Is that correct?
I got square wipes all over the place. Is it working? Let's see. That didn't work. Let's see. Camera 1. Camera 4. There we go. There we go. Alrighty. I think it's working now. I think we fixed it. This reference is terrible. Welcome back to the Court of Public Opinion. I am the Recovery Addict. Thank you very much for joining me this afternoon. Big shout out to Adam Nusky-Reed, our armor-in-chief, with a big F in chat. F's in chat to kick things off. I clicked you. Yes. Careful. Oh my goodness. I just saw the greeners. Look what you made me do. Oh man. You guys are terrible. All of you. Let's see. Adam, you're first in chat. First in chat is punished with internet ownership. You not only are first in chat, you're consistently doing the same thing when you're first in chat, and that is to say F in chat. I'm not sure what I'm supposed to gather from that, but F to you too. What? I don't know how to even respond, Adam. Congratulations. We're sentencing you to internet ownership. You're responsible for everything IP related worldwide, including any problems we may have on this end, which will be your fault. A big shout out to Ivan Victor for 13 months, third longest relationship I've been in behind my missus and the prison system. Woohoo! One day, Ivan, I hope to overtake the prison system. Never hope to catch up to the missus. Hopefully she's always ahead of me. OG Sean White, proud to be a 6-monther on hump day. Welcome, Sean White. The rare fake imitation hump day yell happening this afternoon. B Thimbles, yay, my anniversary too. 2 months. I love the B. Welcome. Good to have you here. Wouldn't be the same without you. Appreciate that. All right. I will say lunch was a little more active than I intended because my son, my youngest son, he saves money. He saves money. By save money, he finds lost money and rescues it and collects it in his purse. Yes, he has one of my wife's old purses that he stores money because that's where my wife stores her money. So he figures he needs a purse to store his money. So he saves his money in his purse, and he saves other people's money in his purse, I think is how it actually goes down. So he presented to me about $11 worth of pennies, nickels, quarters, and the random paper bill, showing that he had saved enough money to earn Nerf darts, and so he bought 200 of them, and they arrived today. He was watching the package come, and so now everyone is running around the house. I may or may not have shot the missus a couple times, one time, and she returned fire exponentially. Let's put it that way. I have bruises. I'm not going to show you, but I have bruises. I did get a few good shots in myself. These guns are pretty powerful. You have to load them first, and they work better, like that. So I got a couple good shots in, but now I'm done. I'm done playing. I've told them that I'm no longer fair game for whatever is happening in the rest of the house. But we have darts all over the house now, thanks to my young son and his ability to save other people's money. It's his money, really. It's his money. That's because he saved it. Goes to the rescuer. All right, dummy rounds. All dummy rounds, yes. Finders, keepers, losers, weepers. Has your finger on the trigger both times. They are Nerf. All right. These are the small. He has like the big rifle and he's got the full vest and everything. But Yes, I got hit many times. I'm a bigger target. I wasn't that I was a poor aim or not good at dodging. It's that I'm a bigger target. So I'm dying from the heat right now. Anyway, welcome. We're about ready to let's see. Hang on, I have to read something. Let's see. Here we go. Is this the one I wanted? March 13th. We've got sentencing today. 12 p.m. What? I'm not even sure what I'm looking at. I just hear a bunch of hearing types. Sentence for scheduling. Anyway, does anyone remember 13 months without a permanent ban? Go credit to our mercy, Ivan. It's a credit to the mercy we show. Let's see. We're trying to remember the first day this court that Cedric Simpson saw John Torres, or the last day he saw John Torres in court, so we can set up what's going to happen today. If anyone has like a photographic memory and remembers when that happens, that would be awesome. My son once proudly told me, "Mom, I found the money again. It was in the urinal. I didn't pick it up this time." There you go, Judy. And we're making progress this time. This time is what's key in that statement. No more Mountain Dew. I didn't have any for lunch, but I did eat a lot of caramel popcorn. Healthy. Popcorn's supposed to be healthy for you, right? February 13th or 14th. Let's see what I can find. Let's go to camera 3 briefly and scroll down to February 13th. Of course, YouTube doesn't work that way. They're bad with dates. So 1 month ago, and I know I watched it. I think he was wearing yellow. There's loud buffer sounds. Let's see. Hang on. Buffer. That the screenshot I sent you was the 214 according to the docket. Okay. I'm just looking to see if I can find the case so we can jump to it.
Packaged food.
No, that's not it. It's a 19-minute one. Okay, we're trying to get there. Hang on. It was one of the last things he did during the day, right? It was right at the end of the day. Just might have been the end of what we were watching. Okay, I might not be able to show you this. I was hoping we could retrieve it and get you caught up on what was happening, but not finding it. John Torres. Where are you, Mr. Torres? He had a spicy counsel. Is this it? Hang on.
Pardon?
I'd prefer to run it through probation or through the
Through the court.
That's not it.
And then today's time for a restitution hearing.
No, that's not it. Not restitution, guys. It's lost somewhere. It's lost in the...
Well, you can come back. We don't mind seeing you, but...
I was recently called for jury duty, so I may be back.
Really?
With
verification to probation.
That's not it. Okay, I'm trying to find it, guys. It's missing. It's lost somewhere in the interwebs. But okay, either way, where we live here. So, all right. Ivan says, I didn't realize LA Innocence was different than the actual Innocence Project. They need to distance themselves. Yeah, sue each other and have a name change or something. Lawyer was on Zoom. We're talking about Scott Peterson. Last weekend, the Hubs and I went on a date night at a very nice restaurant. We had lobster popcorn as an appetizer. It was delicious. Lobster popcorn. Never had lobster. All right. I think it was 3 weeks ago. It was 3 weeks ago. Courtney, I hear you. I just can't find the actual one. You know what I mean? All right. It's all right. Oh, here. So I guess in mod chat, it's sitting there right there, right? 214. There it is. Samantha coming in with the win. Let me see if this is the one I wanted.
The trot continues through the red light.
This is it. This is it. Okay.
From the report,
all right.
As I read.
So we're going to pass this one up where 214 Wednesday. Past live streams. We're gonna show you what's coming up. Scroll. 222, 215, 214. There. And then we have to wind back up just a tiny bit because I think it's right here. There we go. Okay, I think here we go. We're gonna have a catch up and then we're gonna take it live. Thank you very much for all those who helped me find this. This was difficult.
Yeah.
Yeah, it definitely was a bad audio day. Thank you to everyone who I'm now getting messages like crazy with all this. There's our attorney Joshua Van Laan. I think that's him. Thanks for everyone who's sending me the links.
Yes, ma'am.
Samantha, Amber, various texts.
All rise. The 14A District Court. 14A District Court, State of Michigan.
I told my wife.
County of Washington. Now in session. Judge J. Cedric Simpson.
The Honorable Judge J. Cedric Simpson preside.
Okay. It's been a long day. I don't know what happened. Don't even look at me. Just kind of lost. All right. Let's see here. We're all on. All right. Court does call the case of the people of the state of Michigan versus John Torres.
This is what happens, a month
Good
ago,
afternoon,
roughly.
Your Honor. Patricia Reiser on behalf of the people.
Good afternoon, Judge Joshua Van Laan on behalf of Mr. Torres, who's present in your courtroom.
Can you state your name, sir?
John Torres.
All right. This is the date of the adjourned sentencing date. There was statements given by the mothers of the two young ladies to the court. They asked the court to look at additional information, which the 911 the recordings of the 911 were sent to the court. The court had reviewed them. Was there anything else from either side before the court goes into its decision? Anything from the people?
No, thank you, Your Honor.
Anything from the defense?
No, Judge, you've given us ample time. Thank you.
Let me just say that, and I guess there isn't an easy way for me to say this. and I guess, I don't know, I know the mothers gave their statements at the last hearing. I don't know, was there anything additional you wanted to tell the court? No, from neither, okay. There isn't an easy way for the court to say this, except for to say that, well, first of all, and I'll give everyone another opportunity to speak after I say what I'm going to say and what the court looks at, what the court has at least surmised. Defense's position is that certainly the defendant ought to be sentenced on the charge that he pled to. Much of that, frankly, I guess bears on the concept, or at least what has been said, that the defendant, Mr. Torres, was not in a position to see the accident. And that he was someplace else, which led to the plea. And again, it's not the court's province to get involved in what the particulars of the charge are, but to try to do its best to mete out a just sentence. Part of the reason also that the court had made a determination to at least hear the 911 tapes. I have a copy of the police report as well as Mr. Torres' statements. Was because I was going, and I said to the parents that there may not be anything that the court could do, but you were going to be heard by this court. And in doing that, some things, as I saw them, were a bit disturbing to me. And, you know, I'm not in, nor should I be, in a position necessarily to do some investigation to try to figure out what transpired entirely. But ultimately, the issue became, and I will make no bones about it, that if this court believed, despite the charges, that the defendant was indeed basically present when the vehicle went off the road and the accident occurred, that changes the court's perspective on what would be a proper sentence in this case. So initially, in listening to the 911 calls, particularly there were a few other calls, but I listened to Mr. Torres' call to 911. And that initially caused me some concern about whether or not the defendant saw this accident. And here's why. And again, I will give an opportunity to respond, but Mr. Torres initially contacts 911, and what was said to the court by Mr. Torres and what he had maintained to probation is that he didn't see this accident. I'm having a very difficult time believing that. And let me explain my reasons why. Defense counsel, I think, properly stated before that that Mr. Torres had called from someplace else. Mr. Torres contacts 911, and it's an odd call because of the way that I think the dispatcher was responding to Mr. Torres. But one of the things that was said is Mr. Torres put himself at First Street off of Superior. The dispatcher says that's not where we have you. Put a pin in that because that becomes important in the court's mind. At some point, Mr. Torres then says, I'm at First Street. He is then headed back to the location of the initial contact between the vehicles. Okay. All of that being said, I then review the police report and Mr. Torres' statements. And if everyone can recall, one of the things that the court was looking at was, did Mr. Torres chase these individuals and cause this accident? One of the things that was said in counter to that is that he's not near the accident, doesn't see the accident. Again, I'm having a difficult time believing that. And part of the reason I'm having a difficult time believing that is because there is an EMU security camera that's referred to in the police report that has these vehicles traveling down Huron River Drive, both at a high rate of speed, because Mr. Torres is in an Equinox, I do believe, and there's the truck. At some point, they get to the corner of Huron River Drive in Superior. According to Mr. Torres, it is a red light. The truck stops. He stops at some point. The truck continues through the red light. Mr. Torres indicates from the report, at least as I read it, that he then turns on a green light. Now, how that certainly all could happen. Bottom line is that they're then, Mr. Torres indicates in the police report that at some point on Superior, he disengages from, as he puts, following the vehicle. It's best the court's able to determine the distance from that corner of Superior where the turn is made to the railroad tracks. It's approximately 1,000 feet. Mr. Torres is then, if he is correct, and he is saying where he is to the dispatcher, this is where we take the pen out of that he's at First, but the dispatcher is saying, that's not where we have you. Mr. Torres is further up that road. But even if I give the defendant the benefit of the doubt that as far as he went was First, the railroad tracks are approximately 100 feet from that location. It is a clear shot from that location to see those railroad tracks and that intersection. It is not as though there is a crest. It is as though there is something that from First would obstruct one's view. The other thing that was specifically asked of Mr. Torres is he made it very clear that he did not go over the railroad tracks, but the additional thing that was asked is whether or not he crossed a bridge. Mr. Torres says he did not cross a bridge. That can't be true, because as you're going up Superior, to get to First, you have to cross the bridge. Moreover, when Mr. Torres is later questioned and talking to the dispatcher, he had to not only cross that bridge once, he had to cross it twice because he had to go over the bridge and he had to come back to get to the location where it occurred.
I'll say something, Your Honor.
In a moment. No.
Love that.
No, no.
Can I say something as attorney? No, you cannot. That's why I'm here.
When you listen to the other 911 calls that are called in, two vehicles that are traveling to the south, so they're traveling the opposite direction from the Getty's roundabout. They see the vehicle go in off, well, basically off the railroad tracks and have the accident. From really, and honestly, I mean, I don't know exactly where they are, but from putting again the defendant where he says he is, they are at a much further distance from those tracks than would be Mr. Torres. He's much further, let me preface this by saying, through the other hearings, it was stated to the court that he is nowhere near the tracks and that he is further from the tracks where this occurred. That can't be true and everything else be true. It just can't be. He is within 100 feet, really between 80 to 100 feet of that intersection when that vehicle goes off the road. Certainly, and it also is perplexing from the court standpoint. I thought I understood it initially. When Mr. Torres is telling the dispatcher that he has the license plate of the other vehicle, one is thinking, or at least I was thinking, that he is getting that license plate by following the vehicle. That's not the case. He actually had the license plate of the vehicle prior to it turning onto Superior. Hence, realistically, there is no reason whatsoever for him to have continued. There is no reason whatsoever for him to have continued up Superior behind that truck. Now, if somebody, and counsel, I will give you an opportunity to address the court on that. And like I said, I'm not here, and I explained to Mom, it's not my province regarding the charge. My province is to meet out the
like the charges.
What's in front of him.
He wants a much more serious charge.
And again, I will give an opportunity for a response, but I can tell you where the court is at this point.
We're catching up before the
court
hearing
at
today.
This point is of the opinion, and that Mr. Torres saw this happen. When he talks about the kicking up of dust and other things, the only place in that area that's going to happen is basically at those tracks. It's not going to happen on the turn off of Huron River Drive onto Superior. You're not paid. And, you know, and I'll just say it. When I look at all of this, I'm having a hard time believing that he's telling me the truth about this. Ms. Weidling, can you just put that GPS up?
Yes, I can.
Overhead.
Can I say something?
I'll let you, if your counsel believes that should speak, then I will let you speak. But
No, says the council. No.
Are you ready?
I'm ready. Can you blow that up or you're locked?
Do you need it closer, huh?
Yeah, I just need it closer to the That's good. Right. Yep, right there. At the very bottom of the screen, you're going to see the turn from Huron River Drive onto Superior. On top of the screen, sir, you will not disrupt these proceedings. I do not want to kick you out, but you are not going to disrupt these proceedings. Up at the top of the screen, you'll see the railroad tracks. And if you look at, I think the first, if you look down from the railroad tracks off at Superior, that first street coming off, which would be as you're looking at the screen to the left, that's First Street. From there, you can see that there is a clear shot to that intersection with the railroad tracks. If Mr. Torres is there, he has a clear shot to that whole area. When you also look at it just in terms of his timing of the calls, the other calls that are coming in, he can't not be in that area and see what happens, because the other calls come in shortly thereafter, and they're traveling north from the Gettys area, traveling southbound on Superior. They see it. So again, I'm not here, I don't.
Okay, so there's the setup. The judge is not happy with the charges.
I'm not
doesn't believe
here
the defendant.
to worry about what's charged, what's not charged. I have to mete out the best sentence I can with what I have.
Does seem very strange.
And I will let you know, and counsel, I will give you an opportunity if you want to somehow or another speak with your client prior to the court imposing sentence. But I do believe that jail time is appropriate given what I see. I can't, in giving that, I can't bring back these young ladies. And I told the parents, I can't do that. But I certainly can do the best that I can to make sure something occurs. If I believed that Mr. Torres was not present, that it was as it was portrayed to this court, a circumstance where he could not have seen it, that he would have been so far down on Superior that he wouldn't have seen the railroad tracks, then that's where I would land. And I would have no problem landing with that and justifying it. I can't, based upon his own statements, justify that as being true. He had to see it. He's telling me he's 2 to 3 cars behind them, that he's following them, and that he's at first, and it's a clear shot to those railroad tracks. If somebody wants to tell me how I can come to a different conclusion, then please tell me that. But I can take into account in terms of sentencing whether or not a defendant is being truthful with the court in terms of what they're saying. And I will be blunt. I'm just a plain talker. I don't believe that he is. Counsel, if prior to your, Mr. Torres is, I don't know that you can see him or not. He really wants to make a statement. I will arrange, counsel. I know you don't want him to. If you want, because since you're not here, if you want to talk to him, I will arrange to get him on a Zoom and get you guys into a breakout room so you can talk.
No, Judge, that's fine. I'm ready to make a comment when you're ready to hear it. I don't need.
Oh, go ahead, sir.
Judge, with all due respect, this is wildly inappropriate. For you to be doing an investigation on your own, for you to be pulling up
counsel.
Go ahead, Judge. You're the boss.
Counsel,
Yes, Judge.
Stop a moment. I think I acknowledged that I'm not here doing an investigation. The question is what was represented to this court is that he could not have seen it, that he was not following that. Anything that I have here is not an investigation. All I did was listen to the 911 and read the police report. So in that case, if you think that's inappropriate, then fine, you can go ahead with your statement. And then I will proceed to my sentence.
Right. In addition, Judge, you pulled up a map and you said that it's impossible to see, where the accident was without actually being at the scene viewing it. There was no trial. There was no any opportunity for the defense to present you with counter evidence or anything like that, Judge.
Counsel, what do you want to give me? What do you want to give me?
I don't want to give you anything.
What do you want to give me? No, Judge, counsel, if you're going to say I'm being unfair, what do you want to give me?
Judge, I want to tell you that I don't believe you should be considering anything that will occur after that.
What you represented to this court, and I realize you're advocating for your client about him being someplace further from that scene, it's not true. It's his own statements. These are not anything where I went out there and I'm looking at something or I'm doing whatever. It's just placement. He's saying he's at first. I just listened to the tape. I didn't do anything. I didn't go out there and investigate, talk to any witnesses, do anything like that. I did that and looked at a map. That's all I did.
Right, Judge.
So if you want to give me something, counsel, you can come here 2 hours late. Give me what you want to give me.
Judge, I don't believe you should be considering anything after the fact of the initial accident. He's being sentenced for failure to stop at a PD accident. It has nothing to do with what he did afterwards. It's completely inappropriate for the court to be.
What he did afterwards?
After the accident, when he was initially rear-ended, that's what he pled to, failing to stop at that accident. It's not failing to stop at the accident that the girls were involved in. It's failure to stop at the accident where he was rear-ended. Ms. Reiser agrees.
If your client, knowing what I'm going to do, wishes to withdraw his plea, I will consider that motion.
Judge, I would also ask that you recuse yourself at this point.
Denied.
Understood. And I can, if you wouldn't mind allowing me to speak with Mr. Torres, my guess is he's going to withdraw his plea.
I'm sorry?
If you wouldn't mind allowing me to speak with Mr. Torres to make sure this is going to happen, but my guess is he will withdraw his plea.
Can we set up a breakout room for Mr. Torres in signing on to Zoom in one of the conference rooms? Mr. Torres, we're going to put you into one of the conference rooms out there. We're going to put that machine into a breakout room and put your counsel into a breakout room so you guys can talk. Court will stand in recess.
All right.
So when you guys ask what do we have going on today, we have the rest of this case. This was the replay. I think there may be a little bit more. Let's see when do they come back. Let's see. I think there's a tiny bit. I think it's right here. Tiny bit more. Here we go. Maybe just a little bit more to go over. Never seen Judge Cedric quite so heated. wait for the attorney's upset as well, talking to somebody in his office. Patricia Reiser.
All right. 14A District Court is now back in session. The Honorable Judge Jason.
All right, we're back on the record in the, is everybody here? Yes, they are. We're back on the record in the Torres matter. Had an opportunity, well, first of all, that counsel had an opportunity to speak with his client. There's been also an opportunity for the court to speak with counsel. They are going to consider a motion to withdraw the plea or the other and the like. The court is going to give the opportunity for them to file the written motion to do so if necessary. I'm not saying that that's what they're going to do, but give that opportunity. So I'm going to adjourn these proceedings for the motion as well as sentencing. I'll set both at the same time to March, my next sentencing, March 13th. And I want a special time so that.
That's today.
All right. March 13th at 3 p.m.
Starts in 45 minutes.
For a continuation of the proceedings. I have directed counsel that everybody needs to be in person at that proceeding.
Understood.
All right. Bond will continue. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Governor.
So that's where we are. We are waiting for the proceeding.
There are at least three.
There are at least three. That was Judge Darrow. Hello, Judge Darrow. Long time no see. So we're waiting to go back. Can you look at my question, please? Do you want me to answer it or just look? The map was not presented as evidence, correct? If not, judge can't be looking at it to make a conclusion. I think the judge may be out of line here. He's using his personal knowledge of the case, and he is conflating the two accidents. There were two accidents. Now, this gets deeper. What wasn't mentioned is the first accident was the girls rear-ending him. Okay? Those girls rear-ended him, and then them leaving, him leaving, chasing them speeding, wrecking, and crashing. That is the spiciness of this. And then the judge wants charges against the defendant for basically causing this wreck, which he basically probably, according to the judge, witnessed and did not assist with. And we've got two young girls that died. So the family's there in the court. It's bad. It's bad. It's a bad situation. The kids are still screaming and running around the house and shooting each other with darts. They say Judge Simpson did not investigate on his own. He was just familiar with the area. Unfortunately, being familiar with the area, that is something that's information outside of court that's being brought into the decision. And just like the judges tell every jury, all the information related to making your decision in this case comes from inside this courtroom. That's why you don't visit the scene of the crime. And he's saying, oh, I went down there. I've been there. When you're standing there, you can see. So that's where it's at. We're fingers crossed that this is going to be televised today because we believe it should be. But he has ordered everybody to be in person, and it's a special hearing. So worst case scenario, we get a big letdown here, and I hope that doesn't happen. Judge presented a lot of evidence of his own research. Yes, and he admitted that he should not be doing that. I think the right thing for Judge Simpson to do is recuse himself. He's frustrated because in this case, the defendant is charged with leaving the scene of an accident. It's basically like we had a fender bender and I drove away. It's not a huge crime, but he's like, hey, two girls died, so I'm going to throw the book at you. And unfortunately, that's not what he's being charged with. My phone is about dead. I'm going to try to take one call. It says low battery.
Call from Angela.
Hey, Angela. This is RA.
Hey, second time today.
Yep. I got your message about Viber. It does not work with my number. I can show you the picture that doesn't work, but I can't link other phone numbers. It will not work.
No. Okay, it's all right. Well, the reason why I'm calling is what I think the prosecution dropped several balls, because apparently this guy has history of road rage, and prosecution knew that, and that's why parents asked for, and parents found out that too, and that's why they asked judge to look into the evidence. A little deeper.
Yeah. I will say it's inappropriate for that to happen that way. But it does sound like the prosecution probably should have charged higher if they could prove it. And if they've got the proof that's that clear to the judge, I think arguably they would have been able to prove a higher charge. But the state screwed this one up.
I think there is evidence, but they screwed it up. And I think that the all the remarks judge had was towards the state, because they dropped everything. Like, it's clear, and they don't give a crap, sorry for my words, but yeah, that's basically what I think. And that was the only reason why I wanted to call in and say, so yeah. Thank you so much.
Thank you. I appreciate it, Angela. Appreciate it. We'll see you. Bye.
Yes. See you.
Oh, I hung up. Sorry, I thought she said bye. Yeah, so this is going before the judge. It's going to be, I just got the charger to work. My battery was not plugged in properly. Today we have a continuation of that same event in Judge Cedric's courtroom. We're just waiting for him to go live so that we can see it. And when it happens, we'll do it. Yeah.
Call from.
Bring on AI jury.
To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail, press.
Ivan, what does this have to do with anything?
Well, I'm just saying here, Joe Simpson, like, we all love him, right? Like, we all think he's great. We all think he's awesome. Like, guess what? He's a human being. He's got emotions. He's got stake in the game. When are we going to bring on the AI jury? Okay, bring on the robot jury. When are robot juries coming?
Go to China. That's currently what they're doing. Our Constitution, jury of our peers. That's what we want. That's what we fought for. Blood was spilt to fight for what we have right now, and you're willing to give it away for a robot. I say I'll pass on that in a big way.
Well, how far are we away?
Hopefully very far. Not in my lifetime. At least not while I can fight for it.
But in reality,
I'll keep my AI with my entertainment. I don't want AI involved anywhere in the legal system.
Well, do we think that Judge Simpson should be presiding over this case?
I don't. I think he needs to recuse himself. I think he's caught up in the tragedy, and it's a tragedy. You've got two girls who got in an accident. They also left the scene of the crime, just for the record. They did the same thing this guy's charged with. That first crime they caused, they rear-ended him. The person in back's always at fault. That's just the way it works. They left the scene of the crime. He followed them. They got scared, went faster, jumped the tracks, wrecked, and died. And so now you've got family that are in tears. We lost our two girls because this guy chased them. Well, there's more to it than that.
What is the most? And so this is where the human element gets involved. And of course, I'm the last person who wants AI anything. Anybody who knows me knows I'm just trolling. Okay, like I don't even want robot strike zones in baseball. Okay, I want the human element of failure to be involved in the process, because that's what we are. We are human failures.
Admit it. You just want to be able to yell at the ump and say you got it wrong, because the robot's not going to make any mistakes. You want somebody to blame reality, when your team loses. That's what you want.
I want to take a bat because you robot.
Where's the personal accountability? Where's somebody saying, no, we lost the game because I'm a crappy batter. We lost the game because I didn't run fast enough, or I couldn't keep my eye on the ball. That's what we need.
Imagine a robot charging the mound. Then what do you do?
Yeah, it's no fun at that point. Yeah. Anyway, good stuff.
Okay, so I don't even know what we're talking about, but I just think Judge Simpson is exhausted. Like, we all love him, but guess what? He's a human being. He can be wrong. He can he can need to sit this one out. It's okay to say both. That's all I'm saying. So.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. I hear you.
All right,
but keep AI out of my courtroom. All right. We'll see you, Ivan. Bye. Yeah. No AI, please, in courts. Let's see. We are, let's see. May pop to Judge Simpson now. Yeah. We're going to try to get over to him. He's not live right now. So I'm looking. Judge Cedric Simpson. Oh, he may. Ooh, he is getting live right now. I think this is live, right? Yep, we're live. Okay. So we have Criminal Docket Wednesday today. That's us. Are we in the bathroom? Honestly, did someone take us in the bathroom? Why, people? Why? Are you washing your hands now? Dare I turn on the audio? I'm getting seasick. I think it's a kitchen. Oh, angry face just briefly. I think it was a kitchen, not a bathroom. Rewind a few seconds. Should we rewind to the beginning? It's only... Was he going for 20 minutes? This is the beginning. iPhone 1, I don't know what she's up to. She's using it for what I use it for, to see how I look. Just getting the hair right. We know when you appear in court, you want to look your best. So we are rewound just a little bit. I'm not sure exactly what's going on. I'm not sure who she is. She's probably set up for a court date for the same block. She's probably about half an hour early, which is about right. You want to be about half an hour early to court. It's better half an hour early than 1 minute late, for sure. Yeah. Assume your camera is always live. Assume someone's watching when you're on Zoom. I think she might need some help. I think chemicals might be involved. That is more than just an action shot. I think she might be seeing things that nobody else around her can see at this moment. Okay, kids, we're going to skip ahead because apparently this is just a one person train wreck. Oh, wait, there's more people. Hang on, let's see if they get some help here. Okay, she's in. She's got some help. Okay, she's got some help. We're going to skip ahead and see what happens. Court's going to be called. Ooh, flashing the money, flashing the cash. I think she's somewhere for Wi-Fi. I think you're right. The voice might surprise us. It might. We're waiting for court to begin here. Feels weird. Feels weird to watch this one. Guys, I'm gonna bail because this just doesn't feel right here. We'll keep an eye on it as soon as court comes back. I don't know if she's I don't know if she's chemically imbalanced or if she has some sort of medical condition, but it just doesn't feel right to watch that one. So sorry, guys. We're going to hold tight as we wait for Judge Simpson to come in and join us. So it might just be a little bit. Let's see. She knows she's on Zoom. She might not know that all of us are on Zoom as well. Boeing says their surveillance footage of door plug repair was overwritten, complicating probe. And TSP chair says, oops, we accidentally deleted the data. Hate it when that happens. Oh, man. All right. I think she might be at work, honestly. I think she may be like counting the tip jar or something. All right, we are minutes away from beginning Judge Simpson's afternoon session, where sometime during that session we are expected to hear the rest of that spicy exchange that we just watched on replay just moments ago. So I'm glad we could all get caught up to the same one. There's obviously some bad blood between the attorneys and the judge. They're not friends. They're not friends because this is bigger than just this issue. But I mean, once you've called a judge out to basically say you're not fit to be a judge. In this case, I mean, it's qualified. It's in this case, you're not fit to be judge. That's quite. How do you not take that personally? How do you listen to that and you're like, yeah, thanks for that. Yeah, you're right. I hadn't thought of that. Thank you. I'll go ahead and get Slay. I'll go get Slay and see if he can cover this. Boeing whistleblower was on the live this weekend. Oh my goodness. Don't snitch on Boeing. That's my PSA. I know nothing. I'm going to drive everywhere I go from now on. Maybe using different tone would have gone differently. Yeah, but at the same time, he had to sort of lay it out there. And there's no nice way to tell the judge, you guys, you need to quit. Like this is you've gone too far. You've now crossed into area where you're going to be in trouble and you need to quit. There's no nice way to friendly arm around the shoulder in court because he's got the families in front of him of the girls, and already he almost had to throw out one of the family members who was speaking out in court against the defendant who was there. Oh man, it's going to be a fun afternoon. Let's see what else we have that we can take a quick peek at while we wait. Oh, we can start with this one. J-Hatch counter, latest and greatest. Looks like, let's see, if we got 50,000 per day, we're at 7.8. So this week, let's see, this week we're going to go over into 3 million, right? Is that right? 3 million towards the end of this week? I think it's, if I do my math right, 51,700 per day times 7. That's 21. Yeah, I think it's almost a week away, almost exactly, from being 13 million on the interest. Hello to Brandy and crew. Welcome 13th jurors. Great to have you here. I think if the attorney in Judge Simpson's court case had behaved a little bit more like the attorneys in Karen Reed's. Now I realize they were spicy, but they kept it factual instead of personal. At least they didn't attack the judge personally is what I'm saying. Oh man, we've got a call. It might be spam. Let's see.
Call
Don't
from
think so.
Braxton.
Of course it's not spam. Braxton, how are you doing?
Oh, I'm doing all right. How about you?
Doing great.
Nice. I wanted to call in and share a bit of a story about Zoom.
About Zoom.
And what can happen when you aren't paying attention.
Were you in charge of the Zoom, or were you on Zoom unknowingly?
Oh no, I was in a meeting with an employee.
Okay.
I was troubleshooting tech issues, forgot to mute, and said some inopportune things about the tech issues and what may have caused the tech issues.
User-based or hardware-based?
Yeah, end user.
And he's like, I can hear you.
Yeah.
So tell us,
I
what
got a
job
bit
did you
of a
get since then?
talking
What job did you get since then?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my goodness.
The other one that was really bad is we had a company-wide meeting, and they set it to turn cameras on by default.
Oh, no. Everybody in their
Oh,
underwear.
yeah.
Everybody in their underwear is what you get when you do that. Zoom should not have. Zoom made that feature when they were trying to compete with Tinder. Okay, that's what literally that's like. Hey, more people will use this if there's a chance they might see something. That's the only reason you should have that setting turned on.
Yeah. It was interesting to see everyone realize that the camera was on.
And the ones who didn't realize, and everyone's trying to tell them that, hey, we can see you. Yes.
Yeah, we had someone who was drinking alcohol straight from the bottle. It was an interesting, real interesting day.
What a heathen! Not even using the cup. Wow. during work hours as well, I guess, is probably the bigger issue. But yeah, Zoom, I imagine, got a lot of people fired before people knew how Zoom worked, really.
100%. So what are your thoughts on this case? Like, what do you think Judge Frederick is going to do?
Hang on. Can you hold on? I'm going to put you on hold for just a minute. Hello?
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 This is Dave from Accidental Claims Support. How's your day going?
Great.
We're reaching out to verify if you've been involved in a car accident within the past 2 years, and the compensation for being injured is still pending. So you had an auto accident in the last 2 years?
Yes.
We have a team of experienced attorneys who specialize in handling such cases, and they would be more than willing to assist you in obtaining the compensation you deserve. Please stay on the line for a brief moment, and I'll connect you with them right away.
All right, thank you so much for holding on the line. This is Jeff Harrison. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great.
Good to know. Well, sir, we have received your online inquiry that you had been involved in a car accident. Is that correct?
Yes.
So we are going to help you out to get your compensation for your injuries and cover your loss of earning as well. So can you please tell me, sir, how did this accident happen?
times did you hit
Did they hit you from the front side, back side, or from the driver passenger side?
They hit me from the back, and then I turned around and hit them.
Oh, you hit them as well?
Well, I was pretty upset.
So that was your fault or the driver's fault?
It was their fault. They hit me first. I was just hitting them back because they hit me. It was fair.
Were you injured in that accident?
Yes, all of us were.
What sort of injuries you sustained in that accident?
I had really bad whiplash, and I got some glass cuts because the windows exploded. He hung up. He hung up. He hung up. I'm sorry. He's gone. Hey, Braxton, are you there? Braxton, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Sorry, I had something very urgent to attend to. It was business. No, just kidding. It was a prank
I turned
call.
off the stream.
Okay, I'm sorry. I put you on hold for a prank call. I feel bad a little bit in my heart. They hung up on me. So.
Yep. So what do you think the judge is going to do?
I think he should recuse himself, but he's basically, his hands are tied. There's a maximum sentence you can get for leaving the scene of a crime, and he's going to impose that sentence. He can't go any higher. Trying to throw him in 5 years in jail for leaving the scene of a crime, it's not going to fly. Now, it's possible this guy has a prior criminal history as far as traffic accidents go, and if that's the case, maybe that could be taken into account. But
what are your thoughts on a mistrial that then send it back and they can recharge him? Can they recharge him after a mistrial?
Mistrial, yes. But if he's, you can't have a mistrial because there's no jury. This is a bench trial. He's taking a plea. We're going to see what happens because of the plea. I'm lost. I'm lost because the judge is back and I'm trying to get everything lined up here. But I don't think we can have a mistrial without a jury. That's sort of a necessary component. No trial.
I'm just wondering if there's a way the prosecution can take him back and give him charges after the fact without invoking double jeopardy.
They could, if they're able to prove it. Unless there's a statute of limitations that runs out, they could file additional charges against him. But they have to be able to prove it. So we've got to go now. The judge is back. Thanks so much, Braxton. Sorry I put you on hold. All right.
No, you're all good.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
I graduated 2022.
2022.
They always hang up on me. They don't know how to work it.
Anything else you want to tell me? No. On count one, the disobeying a police officer to sentence of the court, place you on 12 months probation. You're to pay $425 fines and costs, $360 probation oversight fees. But I will ask in a moment how you're going to pay all of this. So let me get through the sentence. You're to comply with all the terms that will be set forth in count two as I give it to you. And I'll order 90 days in jail, credit 2 days, the balance is suspended. On the count two, the operating with the presence of a controlled substance, it's a sentence of the court, place you on 12 months probationary term. You are to pay $855 fines and court costs, $100 prosecution recovery costs, $100 police agency recovery costs. How are you intending on getting all of this paid?
Judge, he brought $500 with him. His parents are trying to let him pay now that he's working. So he has $500 of his money today. And he asked me to ask the court if he could do a payment plan on the balance.
If I said no, then the parents are going to bail him out, right?
Yes.
I'm a parent. They don't want to do that.
Is that our attorney?
I don't want their money. I want his. So, all right. You have 500 today. That's your money.
Yes, Your Honor.
I think that's our attorney.
Put that on count one. Pay the $500 today, and then the months, Ms. Polera, the payment plan as arranged by probation.
Thank you, Judge.
All right. There is to be no use of alcohol, recreational marijuana, or any illegal substance. You'll be subject to random testing as requested by probation. You are to complete a substance abuse assessment, follow all treatment recommendations with status reports to probation. You are to continue your current mental health treatment, follow all recommended care, including medication protocol. You are to complete the victim's impact panel with proof to probation. You are to maintain employment with verification to probation. Other 93 days in jail, credit to the balance is suspended. Let me ask you this. Why aren't you in school?
I don't know. I wanted to do trade school. And
okay, so hold on. You just said, I don't know. And then you said you want to do whatever. So why aren't you doing that?
Can I speak or no?
Go ahead.
He was supposed to start for HVAC, but because he didn't have a license, getting to work because he was working full time and getting to school full time was just honestly a lot. Obviously, we both, his dad and I, work full time. My hours are weird. So it was hard getting him to his full job, us to our full time job, and then him to school. So it was kind of more of a pause and just work.
Where was he going to do the HVAC?
At Washtenaw Community College.
HVAC is a good career.
Man, you want to be in school?
Yeah, I think I do. Yeah.
Yeah, I think you do too. I don't know why I asked the question, but I just had a sense that you want to be that. You want to do that. Can't you start out your prereqs online?
I think when we looked into it, because we went in and talked to him, it was all in person, I believe.
I think the program, the HVAC would be in person. Let me tell you this. Something my gut just tells me. You need to be in school. And I think that's where you want to be. Again, I don't know why I get that sense, but I just do.
They're calling me back. The spam.
But, and I understand that you want to do the trade program.
Hello? Hello? Hello?
Hello? Yeah, hi.
Hi.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
This is Alex with Accident Claim Helpline. The reason of this call is that we have been reported that you had an accident within the last 2 years and your compensation amount for that accident is still pending. Hope you remember that.
Yes.
Okay, my supervisor can assist you further. Just wait a second. Please stay on the line.
Mm-hmm.
This is Steve from Auto Claim Solutions on a recorded line. How are you doing today?
Good.
Well, sir, as you know, you were involved in a road traffic accident in the last 2 years, and that was not your fault. Is that correct?
Yes. The first one was not my fault.
Okay. So that's why we are here to help you out to settle your claims and provide you free consultation amount for your personal suffering, okay?
Okay.
So, sir, could you please tell me, when did this accident happen? Like, what's the years or month?
The years and the months? It was January 18th.
January, and what's the year?
It was this year.
This year, January 2024, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so it was the other person's fault, correct?
The first one, yes.
Okay. And sir, did you have any kind of injuries or pain after the accident?
Not the first one. When they hit me from behind, that was their fault. But I got mad and I drove around and hit them, and that's where it caused the accident. That's where I hurt both my arms and I strained my groin.
And you go to the hospital or visit the doctor, your regular doctor, to get medical treatment?
Life flight. Because of the bridge got broken and we were on the island between the two rivers. Because the accident, it damaged the bridge, so they had to land a helicopter to get me off the island. And it was embarrassing. I could have just, if the road was working, they could have driven me. Hello? 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 The groin hurt really bad. Okay. All right. Back we go.
Let me just adjourn this out to March 27th. Seeing the recommendation.
Thank you.
Let's see if we can get her here. That's at 1 p.m.
Yes.
They're going to call me forever. I'm on the list
All
of
right.
people who have had
Thank you.
accidents in the last 2 years. I'm going to try to work
Court
in your
calls the
comments.
case of the people
but
versus
the
Portia
groin
Graham.
one, I think, was too much.
Good morning, Assistant Public Defender Lauren Irish. Definitely afternoon. Public Defender Lauren Kearney on behalf of Miss Graham. Miss Graham, can you unmute and state your name for the record, please?
Yes, Portia Graham.
Teresa Claire on behalf of probation. Your Honor, Ms. Graham is before the court for a review hearing of a prosecutor's deferred sentence. Ms. Graham has, she's completed all of the educational components. She does have a balance of $570. She did attempt to make the payment but paid it to the trial court.
She what?
She paid the money to the trial court.
Does she have a case there?
No.
And they took her money?
The circuit court?
Circuit court.
Oh, okay.
So,
went to the petty cash box and we got donuts.
And I do know that she attempted to reach out to them, and there's a process of getting the money back. And it already had cleared her account by the time she was able to speak with someone. So I'm asking.
How much did she pay?
$570.
She paid the $570?
Yes. Or they charged her a fee.
They charged her a convenience fee to take money they didn't rightfully have.
So probation's asking that we extend the prosecutor deferred for 1 month to allow her to get her money back to pay this court.
All right.
With the final, with the review hearing being set for April 10th, 2024 at 9 a.m.
I did speak with Ms. Graham on this. We have no objection. I'll try to reach out to and see if I can speed up the process. Though.
They're not going to give that money back until they have to. All right. So,
Judge, you can order
Ms.
it.
Graham.
Yes.
You just decided you just pay downtown rather than pay us?
You know what? It was an honest mistake. I was trying to, I put my case number in and I thought I was doing everything right. And they took the money with the case number and I couldn't argue my point after I paid it with them.
Okay. All right. No, I believe it was an honest mistake. I don't think you wanted to pay them if you didn't have a case.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, all right. I will extend the prosecutor's deferred sentence for a period of 1 month. I'll put on here that she has to pay the balance by that date, but it looks like she paid it. We just have to get it back because it's going to come back to her, correct?
The refund should be sent to her.
To her, and then she's got to make sure she pays us. So you got to pay that by April 5th, 2024. All terms as previously ordered will continue. I'll set a final review hearing for April 10th, 2024. 9 a.m. All right. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Court calls the case People versus Sarah Michalski.
Good afternoon, Assistant Public Defender Lauren Kearney on behalf of Ms. Michalski. Can you state your name for the record, please, ma'am?
Oh, she's muted. I think she's iPhone 1.
Sarah Ann Mahosky.
Okay, she's here.
Teresa Claire on behalf of probation. Your Honor, Ms. Michalski is before the court for a review hearing on a prosecutor deferred sentence. She has paid her fines and costs in full. She is still enrolled in the theft class. At the time I prepared my report, she hadn't started, but I do see that she has done that now. Probation is also needing an updated status report from her individual counseling, and I have no proof of her 25 hours of community service. Given that there was progress with the fines and costs, probation is asking that the court extend her prosecutor deferred sentence for a period of 2 months, that she continue all terms as previously ordered, getting those components and completed and provided to probation, and schedule a final review hearing on May 8, 2024 at 9 a.m.
No objection, Your Honor.
All right. I will extend the prosecutor's deferred sentence for a period of 2 months. All terms as previously ordered will continue. I'll set a final review hearing for May 8, 2024, 9 a.m. All right. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Have a good day.
You too.
Thank you.
Court calls the case People versus Gary Thomas.
Good afternoon, Assistant Public Defender Board, on behalf of Mr. Thomas. Mr. Thomas, can you unmute and state your name for the record, please?
Gary Thomas?
You have a camera?
Yeah.
Hey, Gary.
We are here today for a review of his fines and costs that are owed. He is back to work since the last time we were here. He can start making payments. He can pay $150 a month towards his fines and costs. And I know that the court was considering reducing or waiving some of his fines and costs based on the time that he was in custody and the treatment that he completed. So we would like to reiterate that request. But he can start making $150. I think he gets his first paycheck 2 weeks from today, or a week from today, which is the 20th. So you can make that payment after this.
All right. So what I'll do is defendant is to pay $150 per month beginning, when we just started March 25th and then the 25th of each month. And when he gets the balance down to around near half, then counsel, you can request that I set this for a hearing regarding any reduction. All right. Okay. Thank you, sir. Calls case People versus Shantana Harvey.
Bridget Coons on behalf of Ms. Harvey.
Teresa Blair on behalf of probation. Your Honor, Ms. Harvey was scheduled for the court for a final review hearing on a prosecutor deferred sentence. She did withdraw from the court.
And buffering. Let's see what's happening here. I think it's just on judge's side. It's bad. That's bad. Let's see if it comes back. It should come back. We've got people appearing via Zoom, so they've got to get Zoom back up for those cases. Adam, get it fixed. The judge needs his internet. Anyone here know who the older couple in white that Karen Reed's hearing yesterday were? I don't know. I don't know the family members. I don't know the players. No. Looks like he's going to restart his Zoom. Not going yet. We'll give him some time to get to restart going. Can you send the judge a buffer sound for his Zoom? We're hoping for the spicy court session. We need the issues worked out before it happens. I have a joke. I heard music coming from my printer. Apparently, it was jamming. It was jamming. Printer jam. Adam fixed it. It's not fixed on my end yet. Let me do a little refresh. Judge Cedric Simpson. Is not fixed yet. Jenny Cruz, it's not a huge deal that the judge is in this situation. There are often times that a judge has to recuse themselves or withdraw or disqualify themselves from a case. The problem would be is if they're in that situation and they don't do it. You don't want to have the situation go to an appeals court where the appeals court rules that yes, the judge should have recused themselves and didn't. That is when it looks really bad. A lot of judges will have heated moments or heated exchanges, or maybe do something that they cross the line. And when they do that, they're allowed to be human. We allow that. That's not capital punishment, first offense. But at that point, that's when it would be appropriate for them to recuse themselves, and then it should be fine. There's a Nerf battle happening right outside my door. As long as it stays outside, I'm good with that. The judge's feet is down. Is that a Lego? Is that a Lego reference? Can you hear them? Can you hear like the pops and the darts slamming into the walls? These darts leave welts. I mean, they're the brand new Nerf darts, and you'll feel it, especially point blank. She shot me many, many, many times. I only shot her once. I shot at her a few more times, but I missed. You've got a Nerf sniper. I used a little pistol that was super powerful. It was I could hold its own, but it's a single action. I mean, it's a single cock, double action. You have to cock it. No, it's a single action. You have to cock it and then pull the trigger. Okay, keep an eye on Judge Simpson. Who's this one? Anderson v. David's jury trial. Look at Barney. Who's that?
What you?
Oh, that was loud. That was loud. Thought I heard crying. No, it's just yelling back and forth. It was Spaceballs? The humor level I thought would equal what was in the Lego movie. I'm surprised I missed the Spaceballs reference. Must comb the desert for all references. We're still waiting on John Torres. Not supposed to start till 3, so this might have been the previous block, and it may have actually sort of been done. We were a moment behind or two. Ended 5 minutes ago. Let me turn this off here for a second. I want to see how it ended. Oh, it did just cut off right after the Five Guys case. Strange. They reproduced behind the furniture. John Torres, that's the case center. We just replayed what happened about a month ago in this court. Very spicy exchange. He's the one that was in a car accident. He actually was rear-ended, and then he chased the teenagers, and the teenagers got involved in a one-car accident over the railroad tracks, lost control and flipped. Both of them died in that accident. But John Torres is not charged with anything relating to the teenagers in their accident where they died. The teenagers rear-ended him, and he left the scene of that accident. He left the scene to chase the teenagers. So he's charged with leaving the scene of an accident, and the judge wishes the charges were something more severe, possibly relating to the teens dying. Doesn't believe the story that the defendant told about where he was. Doesn't believe what he said to the 911 caller was accurate, or the 911 dispatch was accurate at the time, and he's basically set it up to throw the book at him. And it's been quite spicy. There's no charge for that. Nope. The charge is leaving the scene of the first accident. JW, that's a good trial, depending on how you like the outcome. That may be one the Innocence Project takes up. We'll see. This is continuation of the previous hearing, so we might have a withdrawal of a plea. This might go to a trial, which would be quite interesting if it does. Let's see. Still nothing live. Still nothing. It could be sentencing if he accepts the plea. We could go straight to sentencing. If he doesn't accept the plea and withdraws, this could go to a trial, which would be pushing it out to a further date. But then it would be in the hands of a jury. That would be quite interesting. There was a charge for the second accident, but prosecution dropped it. It's a sad situation, the whole thing. Wow. Put him in a squad car that was parked on the railroad tracks. That sounds like a setup. Oh man, that sounds terribly shady. How scary would that be? Handcuffed in a car that you cannot get out of on the tracks. Where did Judge Simpson go? He might be done with his docket for this hour. Did anyone else's YouTube layout change? I think Google is all changing everything. Even the Google search page, I think is going to change. Yeah, I believe a train did hit the car in that one. She was injured, but survived. There's body camera footage of the train hitting the car. Hey guys, where's our stream? I wonder if it's not going to be live. Judge has ordered it to be in person. Everyone's supposed to be there in person. Let's see. We've got a Washtenaw County trial court system. It's not it. Man, frustrating. He said 3 p.m. Yes, it's supposed to start right about now, but he usually starts a few minutes late. If you guys see Judge Cedric go live, let me know. Adam Nusky, our internet owner for today, says this is what happens when you mix Nerf Armor Days with Internet Days. Blame Baldwin. This is clearly a Internet Day, not an Armor Day. It says case disposed. What does that mean? They just threw it away? Amber, is this the right case? check and see. Hang on, we've got Amber calling in. Amber.
I heard the bat signal.
We're hearing the case might be disposed. It means the method.
Like
the method.
disposed of?
I don't know. Trying to find out.
You log back into the court.
It was set up for this afternoon as of a little bit ago. Hello to all the Foxes, Megan Fox and friends. I guess I can't say that, right? I can't say Megan Fox and friends. I'll get sued or something. But Megan Fox and all of the Foxes. Hello and welcome. It's great to have you here. Megan's been pursuing a couple of really fun cases. One of them is the What the Hales. What the Hales. I've seen her popping up on channels all over the place talking about that, and it's been quite spicy. Also looking forward to the Bachelor trial, Megan. We got you. Fox Raid. Megan, thank you so much. Appreciate you. And yes, by the way, if I didn't reply to you, yes, as far as June goes, we'll have equipment. We'll get sent.
So the case status says they disposed, but next hearing for today at 3 p.m.
I think that meant that spelled. How did they spell disposed?
Like disposed, dispelled.
But we're not talking deposed.
No, not deposed. I sent you a screenshot in mod chat. You didn't see this earlier?
I don't read mod chat.
Here's
I'm not a
one.
mod.
We know.
Oh, man. Let's see.
Right, I just sent another screenshot of it for you in mod chat.
Okay, I'm looking.
And hearings say it's scheduled for today. I mean, nothing is in here saying that there's a push to reschedule.
Well, we'll see. I don't know why he killed the feed, if he did. Because there were still people who had to appear via Zoom. So the feed should be up. At least Zoom should be up. But the internet side of it is down. I wonder if this is intentional.
Let me see if I can search for Judge Cedric Simpson's docket specifically instead of just a court case.
Do you have his direct Zoom feed?
Because I might.
Yeah, we've got nothing. This is about when he comes on for his top of the hour for like 3 o'clock. He comes on about 8 to 10 minutes late every day. So if we're going to be able to see it, it's going to happen very soon here. Man, it was spicy. I want the goodness that was promised. That I promised, actually. I was the one that promised that. Aurora from high up in the air at several hundred miles per hour, I'm guessing. Enjoy your safe flight. Don't say anything bad about Boeing.
Too soon. Check the link I just posted in mod chat for you.
Okay, that just links to his to his YouTube.
It did just link to his YouTube?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm on, he's 14A1, isn't he?
Yes, 14. Well, I've got 14A. Yeah, 14A1. He presides over 14A1. If I have to, I'll ask for a transcript. We'll pay for a transcript for this. We're gonna find out the scoop of what happened.
He's still listed on the docket.
Yeah, it's just that
So-
the Zoom is down, or the live feed. Now, I'm not
Well, I
a
was
conspiracy
concerned that
theorist,
it was.
but is it suspicious that on the case where he's been asked to recuse himself and he's asked everyone to be there in person, that the internet goes down? Is that, are we reading anything into that? Is that too soon? I'm a big fan of Judge Simpson, but I don't put it past him on this one. It's Adam's fault.
It is Adam's fault. Do we know a name of one of the? What was Sarah's last name? It was something funky. I can't remember.
From the stream we just had.
Portia. Yeah, Portia. What was the last name for her?
Give me 1 second. I'll tell you. It was. Back up. No, that's not it. Hang on. Minutes ago. iPhone name. Still name. Gary Thomas was the last guy we had. It's a pretty common name, though.
Gary Thomas is from the 9 o'clock docket, so he was trying to get through the rest of his morning docket.
Sarah Michalski, Michalski. Sarah Michalski. That's who we had.
Yep, she was the 9 a.m. docket too.
And he's way behind.
Way behind.
I'm going to have words with Judge Simpson. All right. Have you seen the post-verdict interview by Hannah's lawyer? The case might be overturned on the appeal. They always say that, Angela. The defense attorney is going to lay out the case as this. They're going to say, if there ever was a case to be turned over on appeal, it's the one my client is facing right here. That's their bread and butter. That's them saying, yes, you should keep paying me because I'm going to keep working for you. There's a chance. The actual statistics prove otherwise, that it doesn't usually happen like that. But Attorney Bowles.
All right, I'll keep working on this and see what all I can figure out.
I appreciate you answering the bat signal that quickly. We'll see you. All right.
No problem.
Bye. The appeal is going to take a long time. It's going to take months just to get the transcript. I don't think she's going to. The appeal will take longer than the sentence. This is the fact. What's going to happen is when Hannah comes back for sentencing, I doubt they throw the full book at her. I doubt they do. I think she'll get time served plus maybe a little bit more, or double what her time served was already. And that's it. But I don't think she's going to do the full 18 months. Well, I guess it's possible she could do 3 years, right, with the DUI separate. Bat signal is a better name than Amber Alert. Yes, Jim Bob, we have to be careful how we use those terms together. Hannah doesn't have an appeal. He didn't object to anything, including the jury instructions, which are his big appeal issue. He waived everything. He didn't object at all during the interrogation either when he showed up when she was being interviewed. Wrong case. There was no DUI. Oh, I'm sorry. I did. Nosy Rosie. I was conflating that and the one we did with Judge Wolf after that. I'm sorry. Mix those two up. We're talking Rust, not the DUI case. Michigan courts. scheduled for sentencing today. I want to see more of Brian T. Daly's cases before this judge. Current charge, reckless driving. Original charge, reckless driving causing death. He's back. He's back. He's back. Okay, here we go. All right. He's about to start. He's about to start. I think we're good. Should we give Amber a hard time? Hello?
Did you turn the sound effects off again?
Maybe. Why?
Busted.
They're up. They're up. Okay, he's back. We've got the feed. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Appreciate your help.
You're welcome.
Bye.
Turn sound effects back on.
They're on a little bit. They're on very quiet. Here, I'll make them loud so it'll be deafening, though.
No, don't do that.
Okay, I'll turn it down.
Okay,
the zombie apocalypse may be upon us.
There we go. See, when I turn them up. Okay, we're live. We're watching the live feed. We're just waiting for him to turn on the cameras. We're up to the second on the live feed. Good job, Adam, by the way. Appreciate you really getting that taken care of quickly. We're hoping this 3 o'clock.
Taking it easy.
We want it to go forward. I want some more spice. I want to see, Brian in action before Judge Cedric.
Don't miss the forest for the trees.
Might be a minute. The stream's up, but the connection, there's just no cameras.
Because he's the guy.
For the record, I don't consent to that name.
Who said kicked back, taking it easy? That was out of Tennessee, I believe. Right? It was the defendant who was caught peeing in front of the Walmart, and got I think it was an indecent exposure.
Alex stole it as well.
Okay, it's one thing to have the Zoom going, but if his cameras are turned off, that's not going to do us any good. We'll hang tight here. We're going to live. We don't want to miss a minute of this. So let's see, what else could we talk about in the meantime? Do we have any? We'll do a quick check while we're here. Let's see. Let's run down to Orange County in Florida.
Are we going to address subject matter jurisdiction?
We'll see if Sarah Boone has sent any letters. We've got sound from Judge Boyd's room.
Don't miss the forest.
So now I'm going to turn the sound effects off.
Fantastic.
Okay, so this is good news. If we can hear from the courtroom, that means that there's no court going on outside our presence, which is good. Let's see. Hearing, order on motion, comments for authorization for costs of psychologist. That was 228. Next hearing, status hearing, April 12th. Then May 3rd, another status hearing, and then May 13th, we've got court date picked for Sarah Boone. No letters yet. We could talk about voting on the removal of an emoji. I can't do a vote because I can only put 4 polls up. But if there was an emoji from our special table of emojis that have served its purpose and needs to be retired, to be replaced with potentially, I'll say potentially, Rebecca, a dog paw emoji. Bite Me and Buttercup have been petitioning with super chats, trying to buy their way into my heart to give them a dog paw emoji. Which one would we get rid of? So go ahead and use the emoji you think should go. It has to be one of our custom emojis. So we already have dog paws. I don't know. How would this be different? Amber's like, I can't emoji. The Slurpee needs to go. The mobility scooter. What is that? Twix. The Peace Bird. The Mitt method. Nurse for God. Grasping at straws. Cash baby. This one's not mine. I don't know what that is. Earplugs. Hot Pockets. This is Hot Pocket. The cough cannon. Lands the plane. Elmo. See the court coffer. The shovel, dig deeper, and mobility scooter. The scooter stays, says Adam. Scooter stays. He's our internet owner, so he does have some. This is our Angel Mods. Hot Pocket was from Letitia Stout. I'm going to go to a double view so it's not so boring. Hang on 1 second. Presets, 2 boxes. Source box 1 will be. There we go. But I don't want the replay on, sorry. It's not a replay. Why is replay? Oh. That's my mistake. Replay is going to go away. It's going to be blue in the background. So we're waiting for Judge. We're hearing audio from the courtroom. Lands the plane. Slurpee. WD-40. This is for the squeaky courtroom chairs and doors. The Slurpee is for, I used to make Slurpee noises every time somebody took a drink of water. Earplugs were, for obvious use. Red Pen says, not my mitt. The mitt method, that's from Judge Boyd. No, it's not from Judge Boyd. That's a different mitt. This is an oven mitt. We've got hot mic.
They're on my head, but thank you.
Boom goes the dynamite. Let's see. I wish there was a box for it. My restrictions are I've got 48 by 48 pixels, so they're tiny. So if you can make something look good in 48 by 48 pixels, you basically have to use the whole thing to use it. This is for digging yourself a hole. A shovel for digging deeper. Kirby says the same thing happened yesterday's Zoom. It's all right because we're hearing the audio from court and court is not going on. So I think when he comes back, it will be fixed. I've got high hopes for this. Don't get rid of Adam's mitt. So the mitt and the scooter, so far they're staying. You guys think the shovel The shovel goes or the grasping at straws? Grasping at straws, I will admit, is the one I have to explain most because it's for some reason it's just not clear. B. Thimble is proposing instead of a dog paw that we have a handbag for a beloved judge, Stephanie Boyd. What was the bus? That's the bus stop jurors. Bus stop jurors. It's got to be hiding the body for the shovel. A screw? Is that one of mine? Is the screw one of mine? Because I think we could probably get rid of the screw. Okay, so what I'm hearing right now. Just 1 second. Let me go to studio. See, what I'm hearing right now is that memberships. Perks. This is one of the perks. Okay, so our options are spicy maple bourbon pickles, which you're not going to touch. A throwing gavel, a hot mic, the winning the internet, a jail time, which is the guy behind. Can somebody put all of the symbols up? I think the screw has to go. The screw has to go. Where's the screw? There it is. It's just a screw. Okay, I think screw is gone. No pull. No pull. I'm. What good is screw gonna be good? I mean, Amber, I already voted.
You can't.
What?
You can't get rid of that one.
The screw? I can't get rid of the screw?
Right, because there was a word that was banned in chat that we have to flag, and that was its replacement. Because the word was being used in much non-family related ways.
Dare I ask what the word was?
Screwed.
We banned screwed?
Yes.
I don't think anyone's ever used it. I'm looking here. Janelle Silver, thank you for posting them all here. I'm looking at this. Screwed she doesn't even have the screw on there.
I can't see them anymore.
I've got them on the screen. Got them on the big screen. I've highlighted them. No one ever uses the screw.
I'm trying to look at them. I can't see them. Oh yeah, see the screw is in there.
But not in the highlighted ones I've got here.
Well, that's because you have to go to the next
No, this.
chat.
Okay, the next one down. Okay. Liar, liar, pants on fire. That has to stay. The white flag, WD-40. Spicy. I'm thinking either grasping at straws. What was the walnut for?
I don't know. It was a trial we had involving nuts. I don't remember.
Okay, I think we unbanned the word screwed. And then that's probably the one that's going to go. So I've made an executive decision. Now I just need suggestions on what the new one will be. And I know Rebecca has lobbied hard for a dog paw. Everyone's using the screw. You guys are just like my kids. Let me just say, you guys are just like my kids. When Christmas time comes around, okay,
Trouble got it. Screwed defines a defendant. He's screwed.
Okay, but listen, right before Christmas, when we're about to get a bunch of new toys for the kids, we we're like, well, we've got these new toys and packages the kids are going to open, but we don't have room for the toys because you have your old toys there. So what we're going to do is we're going to throw away the old toys. And these are toys that literally have like dust collected on them. They have not been touched in months and months and months. And as soon as we make it known that those toys are going to be, either donated or, in case of they're broken, thrown out, suddenly they become the prized possession of the child. And this is the thing I sleep with every night. It's the only thing I've ever wanted in my whole life. And you guys are now everyone's using the screw constantly. Like, yes, the screw, my favorite emoji. No, you guys don't use it.
That came from Jensen.
Came from Jensen? Oh, man.
Mm-hmm.
We're not going to cover another trial like Jensen anytime soon. Oh, man. Let me look. Let me look here. Just 1 second. Customize perks.
I mean, the Cash Baby is kind of expired now. Because that was from the Letitia Stout case.
YouTube says I can add another emoji when we have 112 more members. We've like reached the limit where it takes 112 more members before they'll give us another emoji. We've used up all their emoji space. Oh. Yeah, we have to get rid of one. Man Bun is passed. Do we still have Man Bun in there? I don't see.
I don't know. I can't see them.
Man Bun's gone. I got rid of Man Bun. We have cough. What about the troll, the squish emoji? Do we use that one at all?
The which one?
Mama 3 is like 112. Bet. So promptly gives 5 memberships. Mama, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Angelique. You guys are best. I'm telling you, we probably just need to change one out.
Oh my gracious! Here comes more.
Ivy
awesome.
Berlin, gifted 5 members. Hopefully your settings turned on to receive a gifted membership because it just happened. We just had 12. Sandra Oliver also gifted. Tisha has gifted membership. We're up to 13 new memberships. Congratulations to the winners. Thank you to those generous gifters. But we will.
Ohio Jim,
we will.
That's a hot mic.
We are still listening to the Why Are You Addicted to Cash Baby? Let's see. Hang on, I just got a message.
Do you remember the Cash Baby story?
Yes.
You do remember the Cash Baby story?
Let's see. Okay, that was Letitia. Whoa. Melissa just gifted 5 memberships. Thank you very much, Melissa. Followed by Ricky C. Another 5. 10 months from Bug Duggar. Let's go, guys. This is awesome. 10 and Florida Sun Life gifted 10 memberships, followed by Amanda E. Another 5 memberships. You guys are absolutely nuts. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 34 memberships right there. Thank you. You guys are very, very generous. The screw stays. I'll leave it. We'll give it a few days. We'll see if we can get the numbers where we need to do, and we could do a new one. But I will not get rid. I'm not going to get rid of anything. CC, sorry, things are going fast. Thank you for the gifted membership as well. Debbie Wilson, you're amazing. P. Lola's mom, wait for it. 36. Who's counting, right, Kim? You guys are amazing. Especially a big thank you to everyone who gifted memberships, from those who received it. A lot of people are very grateful for those people who are generous enough to gift memberships. We're only allowed to give memberships the first podcast of every month, which we gave away 10. We'll give another 10 next month as well. But all this to save our beloved screw, says Jamie L. I have never. It's been weeks, you guys. It's been weeks since I've seen that screw show up anywhere. Like zero. It's like you forgot there were emojis even. Josh Hutchins gifted a membership. Robert McNamara, thank you very much.
I just want to say thank you, Florida Sun Life, because that's the one who I got the membership from, and I'm going to go before I have a screaming toddler on the show.
All right. Thank you, Amber. Good to talk to you. We'll see you. Bye. Ivan says the screw will survive. Oh la la. Pat gifted a membership as well. Robert, Josh. Wow. You guys are amazing. You guys are super kind. We'll save the screw. I got the message. Thank you. Thank you. We'll save it. We're getting there. Jennifer Cochran Fent gifted a membership as well. Thank you, Jennifer. Also, Iris, you guys are accomplishing moving a mountain is what you're doing. I thought this would never be a possibility. YouTube's like, we've never had to give away this many emojis before. We're up to Kim's doing the counting. Thank you so much. My blocked list is growing by the moment, says Adam. The union has spoken. Yes, I shall not make any decisions to ban anything. Okay, court got quiet. I think they just turned off the mics. That's all right. Unholy Saint, thank you very much. Gifting a membership. That went to Coffee Flavored Lady. My kid told me I was breaking his heart when I donated a toy he hadn't touched for 3 years. It's every year. It's the same every year. The funny thing is they didn't want the toy until they knew it was gone. And that's the absence makes the heart grow fonder. And next thing you know, it's all they can think of. SF in Texas, thank you. Also, Muley gifted a membership. That one went to Ruth Newkirk. At least you allowed us to form a union. I didn't know you were voting. As long as the union doesn't turn against me, I'm all good for it. Is that the judge? Unholy Saint, congratulations on 10 months. It's been 10 amazing months. Thank you for that. I Rescue Dogs gifted a membership. Angelique says, victory. You missed mine in the count, Pauline. Let me find it. I'm sorry. Right here. It's going fast. I Rescue Dogs, Amanda. Corn Dog. Okay, I've got to switch to the other page because there's just so many of these. We're going to start at the top. Ready? Start at the top. Kim gifted a membership. Ivan, 13 months. OG Sean White, 6 months. B. Thimble, 2 months. Michaela Haney, 1 month. Rhonda H, 5 months. Kevin H, 6 months. We have a super chat from Melissa Smith telling us about the story. If Melissa, on this one, I've been following the story. I think they're both juveniles. It'll be difficult to follow. Usually they aren't televised. If she's tried as an adult, it might change things. Adam Nusky Reed, member for 13 months. Thank you, Rebecca. $5 super chat. Talking about the emoji, by the way. This is where the idea came from today. Angelique gifted a membership. Sandra Oliver gifted a membership. Tisha S gifted a membership. Pauline Anna gifted a membership. Bug Dugger, member for 10 months. Let's go, guys. Florida Sun Life gifted 10 memberships. Amanda E gifted 5 memberships. CC gifted a membership. P. Lola's mom, super chat, super sticker. Wait for it. Debbie Wilson gifted a membership. Braxton Heaps, best community ever. My days would be boring without you all. We're counting that as a y'all, by the way, Braxton. Josh Hutchins gifted a membership. Robert McNamara, thank you so much, my friend, gifted a membership. Ivan Victor says, the screw will survive. Olala Pat gifted a membership. Jennifer Cochran Fent gifted a membership. Iris gifted a membership. Unholy Saint gifted a membership. SF in Texas gifted a membership. Muley gifted a membership. Steal Your Heart Susan B, member for 14 months. Yeah. Congratulations, Susan B. Corn Dog gifted a membership. Need to make sure I'm not missing anything here. Unholy Saint, member for 10 months. 10 big months. Thank you so much. Angelique, thank you so much. The victory is yours. Your early victory, but you're claiming it. I Rescue Dogs, gifted a membership. Amanda E., member for 8 months. Welcome to the gallery. AZ, DCS Oversight Group, gifted a membership. Thank you so much. Cachette, one of our great mods, gifted 5 memberships. Libby 3 gifted a membership. Sweet Tat, member for 2 months. Yay! Welcome. Let's see, Mama of 3 gifted 5 memberships. Widget 81, member for 3 months. Love the kindness here. P. Lola's mom, Addict Union Workers. We need a logo. Wow. Thank you for your generosity. Let's see. Muley, members for 6 months. Look at that yellow courthouse. Looks great. Y'all are amazing. I can't handle all the love. LOL. You are right, Muley. This is an amazing group. I'm ready for Judge Simpson to come out and hold court because we're missing his 3 o'clock right now. Danny Austin. Danny, my friend, gifted 5 memberships. Thank you. Is there anyone left to receive memberships? I think everyone has received them. Nope, they're still going out. Annie Marie, Queequig, Katie Joyful Heart, Frenchie Mom, Whiskey 77. Congratulations. Ooh. Emily Aarons gifted a membership. That went to M. Melissa Smith gifted 5 memberships. Taminator 61 gifted 5 memberships. Jen P gifted a membership. You guys are... I don't know how fast this will update. It might need like 24 hours before it updates, guys. How do you get one? Okay, type exclamation point gifts. Exclamation point gifts in chat. Adam says, I'm going to take credit for this. I'm in charge of the internet. There's the gifts in chat. Let's see. There should be a link that pops up here in just a second. It might be one of the mods that has to type it. No, we got a call.
Call from Nosy Rosie.
Hey, Nosy Rosie, how are you doing?
Sir?
Yes.
I believe the union is turning on you quickly.
What is it about the
You
screw?
better decide.
What is it about the screw that you guys...
Well, if I'm really angry, I can throw the screw at you. Like right now, I'm thinking, are you thinking about getting rid of the screw? R.A.
But that's what the gavel's for. We have a...
No, but see, the gavel
I gave you
is
a
just
throwing
like
gavel.
See, there's just different levels of... See, that one I can use to bonk you on the head.
Ooh, that
with,
would
you know,
hurt.
like the darts. You know, like the
lawn darts.
You know, no, like the little Nerf darts that are getting thrown at you. Yeah, like that. Okay, so when I say, all right, I'm really mad at you, you can do the little screw off. Or today is a really bad day. Or, you know what? We're gonna do this, and I think the union said,
So
we're doing this.
what about screw it? We'll do it live. Would that be appropriate?
That's exactly. Okay, so I think Letitia got a bunch of emojis, and like Letitia doesn't deserve that many emojis anymore.
Are you saying get rid of Hot Pocket or Cash Baby?
Well, Adam and I are about to Cash Baby outside because he likes Cash Baby. I don't like Cash Baby.
Adam?
He likes, yeah. Adam and I are like, you know, no, actually, I really, really like Adam because he stopped talking to me the other day. And so Adam is like my favorite person. Really. I promise. Adam.
Because he stopped talking to you?
Yes. I like Adam.
Adam.
All right.
I can't help you, man. I still haven't figured them out. So, according to Woo, gifted 5 memberships. Thank you very much. Also, we have Selena K gifted a membership. Melissa Smith, 2 months. Can you sing Gonna Wash That Gray right out of the chat? Is that the that's from South Pacific, right? I'm gonna wash that man right out of my hair. I've never heard the song. Don't know how it goes.
See, it's the hair that's gonna wash that gray right out of my hair. Okay, I gotta go.
Okay, Nosy Rosie. Thank you.
I love that they're turning on you. Have a great day.
I've been
Bye.
told. Thanks. Bye-bye. Wow. Thank you. Mama of 3, member for 8 months. Boycotting Letitia. Please get rid of the Hot Pockets. Please get rid of the Hot Pocket. Okay. So here we go. Let's do a vote, because we can get rid of some. Got quiet in court again. Hang on.
Don't miss the forest for the trees.
It was a shampoo. I think. Okay, court got quiet, and I'm trying to figure out why. Maybe they just turned off the mic. All right, here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna do a poll. We are going to do a poll, and I can't put the emojis in here. That's one of the restrictions of polls. Which emoji? Which emoji needs to be recycled and never seen again? Hot Pockets? Cash Baby? Let's see, what other grasping straws? What was the last one that we needed to get rid of? We've got Slurpee. Let's do earplugs. Earplugs. Okay, we're gonna vote from this one. Here you go. Vote for the one you want to get rid of. Get rid of. And you only get one vote. So which emoji needs to be recycled and never seen again? Hot Pockets comes out as an early lead. Early lead. Falling back a little bit now. Tied almost neck and neck with, it's just 2 ahead of Cash Baby. Earplugs is the dark horse. Just 10% of the vote. Grasping Straws, 23%. Cash Baby falling farther behind. Hot Pocket is taking the lead, advancing by about almost a full length. And here come all the save the Hot Pockets, December. No. So Hot Pocket is nearly 50% of the vote, 48%. 49%. You guys don't like Hot Pockets. It's a good thing this wasn't a Pop-Tart, which is very different, by the way. The Pop-Tart and Hot Pocket are not the same. They look similar, but they are very much not the same. Just ask Weather Watch. You guys, I'm frustrated. We're not getting the second half of this court case. Roro, thank you for gifting 5 memberships. Pink Armadillo, Maxine LaFleur, Betsy Kinsey, Cece Reagan, and Pierce Williams, all recipients of that one. Thank you, Roro, for your generosity. Adam says, Nosy Rosie, Cash Baby me outside. Now I want a Hot Pocket. It's like a wrapped pizza. Yes, it is. It's like a pastry with pizza inside. All right, the polls are, Nancy D, thank you very much. Gifted a membership. That went to Karina. Karina, congratulations. Psst, you're all awesome. This is in through the outdoor. I'm just telling you, I think that the number of how many memberships we have updates every, at the end of the day. So it might be tomorrow before I can make the new emoji. even if we hit that, which we're looks like we're about to hit. I guess if we get rid of one, if we get rid of the hot pocket, then we can put the dog pot in there, and then maybe we should take suggestions. Is that a calzone? No, calzone is good. Hot pocket is bad generally. Calzone is like flavor. It's art. It's Italian, and hot pocket is microwave, which is just not good. The battle is fully going on out in the hall. Nikki, it won't show me the numbers until tomorrow. I just knew that at the time when I checked it, it said we needed 112 more. But I go back and check it now, and it still says we need 112 more because it doesn't refresh. Kim R. just gifted a membership. Thank you, Kim. You've been counting as well. Buzzy B. Cottage was a recipient. Thank you. You microwave these things? I'm so confused. We're at 100. Oh, my goodness. Chat keeps count. Nikki, 112 is what YouTube says. I can't make any more emojis. I've limited out how many emojis are available, and they say additional ones will be unlocked at certain membership levels, and they say you'll need 112 more emojis. Now they say they need 34 more emojis. No. 6 more members needed. 6 more members needed. It did update. This is one way to do it. Thank you very much. Your song 1026. Thank you. Welcome to the gallery. Brand new member. Oh, wait. Court's happening, guys. It's our court. This is it, right? This is the one. Guys, we got it. I'm stoked. This is awesome. This is our spicy attorney. This is Mr. Torres. Your song 1026, welcome. I hope you read the fine print on the door. You can never leave once you come in. Thank you so much. Britta Aller gifted a membership. Thank you so much. That went to Puppies and Pizza. DSN gifted a membership. Red Pen gifted 5 memberships. I think we just hit it. Yay! I think we just hit it. Let me close this down and check one more time. Refresh.
You may be seated. Court does call the case of the people versus John Torres.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Patricia Reiser on behalf of the people.
Good afternoon, Judge. Joshua Van Lon on behalf of Mr. Torres, who's present to my right. Sir, can you tell the judge your name, please?
John Torres.
All right. And you had previously reviewed the pre-sentence report. We've been here a few times.
That's correct, Judge. No additions, deletions, or corrections. We've talked about those already.
All right. And there's nothing else you'd like to say?
No, Judge. What I would indicate is the court has given us plenty of opportunity to think about this case, figure out how we want to proceed. We won't be withdrawing the plea. We'd like to go forward, and we rely on the prior statements that were made. Sad case. It just is.
All right. Both moms are here, I think. And ladies, I know you had also an opportunity to address the court, but is there anything else you'd like to say to the court? No? All right. Let me just say this, and in part, I will say this to the victims' families. One of the things that I promised you more than anything else is that I don't think it was the last hearing, but the hearing before, is that sometimes there can be a feeling that you're not heard. And the one thing that I promised to you is that at least as far as this judge, you would be heard. I would listen to you in your position. And I believe at the last hearing that I laid out that I'd looked at additional things prior to the sentence. I will also say that I have quite a hefty caseload and things. This is one of those cases that weighs very heavily on the court. In a lot of ways, because as I sit here, you always are trying to do the right thing. Both in terms of any victims and their families, as well as in terms of the defendant. And sometimes it's very difficult to reconcile that, to come up with and fashion something that can in one way make sense, and in another way allow everyone to, but particularly the victim's family, to have some closure to the tragedy. I can't bestow upon you, can't give to you in any way absolute closure, because some of that comes with time. Some of it, frankly, and it's a hard place to get to, comes with the notion of forgiveness. As I indicated before, and let me, rarely do I take people through my entirety of my thought process, and I won't share it all, but I'll share these parts. That day, all of those involved had certain responsibilities. And I'm not, and believe me, folks, I'm not trying to blame anybody necessarily. One of the things with drivers is, and it's, I think anybody that's a parent, when their child begins to drive, that probably the hardest thing to, one of the hardest things to explain to them is that they have a certain responsibility when operating that vehicle to always have that vehicle under control. In a lot of ways, regardless of the circumstances, you have to have that vehicle under control. And then by the same token, you also explain to them that should something happen, regardless of what the circumstances are, you don't let your emotions, or what we commonly might know of as road rage, sort of take over and allow and do things that, quite frankly, in the grand scheme of things, make absolutely no sense. That's the problem I have, quite frankly, with you, Mr. Torres, is that you did something that didn't make any sense to me. Because it's almost like that road rage circumstance where all of a sudden you're, I think, causing this thing to happen. By the same token, and I say this with all respect to the family, I think you know how I feel about you guys. The young ladies in that car then have that other responsibility that I'm talking about, that you pray to your kids that they'll pay attention to, that they keep that vehicle under control regardless of anything else, that they just drive and do things safely. Reality is that at times when these things are going on, people aren't thinking. And then they're saying things one way after the fact, and that may not match up with something. Doesn't make any sense in a lot of ways. I wish, maybe, I guess I wish that the powers that come to me to be able to impose a sentence, if I could just put everybody back, that would make me the happiest. But I can't, and I know I can't. That is the greatest restriction. I also know that I could follow this recommendation to the letter, impose the jail time 45 days from now, outside of the probationary period, when Mr. Torres walks out of the jail, nothing's changed. Nothing. And so, in that respect, what have we really done? What I don't want more than anything, and this may be a sort of weird way of doing it, but I don't want those two young ladies ever forgotten. That's what I don't want. Whether they send them to jail, don't send them to jail, I don't want them forgotten. Those were two vibrant lives that, given all the circumstances that day, are no longer with us. And so I hope the family can understand what I'm about to do and can appreciate it. I'm not sometimes when people look up at the robe and everything else, they think we always have the answers to everything, and I don't. I freely admit that. But I just do the best that I can with what I have in this.
That's the defendant.
And when I boil it all down, I don't want your daughters forgotten. It is therefore the sentence of the court. You are placed on the maximum probation that I can sentence you to, which is 24 months probation. I'm going to increase the fines and costs in this case, and you are to pay $1,555 fines and court costs, $720 probation oversight fees. When can that be paid? Today. That's to be paid today. There is to be no use of alcohol, recreational marijuana, or any illegal substance. You'll be subject to random testing as requested by probation. You are to complete a driver improvement course as directed by probation. I'm going to order that you complete 100 hours of community service with proof to probation. I'm going to order that the defendant, I'm going to order 90 days in jail, credit 1 day served. The defendant will serve 45 days of this sentence, but that serving of those 45 days will not begin immediately. The defendant is ordered to report to the Washtenaw County Jail on Friday, August 2nd, 2024. It will be the 3rd anniversary of when this tragedy occurred. Whoa. When you report to the jail that way, and it's all that I can do, those two young ladies will have to be remembered on that day. The remainder of the sentence is suspended. I will tell you, Mr. Torres, if you do not follow my orders in this sentence to the letter, those other 45 days will be served by you. Am I understood?
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Wow.
Why don't you guys wait until let them leave and let them wait for a moment.
Officer Cole is present. Grab his finger.
Family's crying in court.
Just give them a minute to get down the hallway. Everybody else I trust. I don't trust the guy on the end. And you know why. I don't forget anything.
He's the one that had the outburst earlier.
Sorry, folks. It's best I can do. I tried.
Judge, that fine was $1,055.
I kicked it up to $1,555.
Wow.
Again, it doesn't do much, but at least make it hurt a little.
I'm more concerned with his comments right now regarding the case than anything else. So he was charged. The one remaining charge that was left was him for leaving the scene of an accident. Leaving the scene of the accident. I struggle. I see what the judge is trying to do. I see what the judge is trying to do here and say let's make this meaningful. I can't fix it.
Oh, he's
for
at
you.
the counter.
Right?
Okay. All right, you guys take care of yourselves. No, go ahead. You can go. Just behave yourself.
Yes, sir.
You guys take care.
I think he got too far into this one. I think he did.
Mr. Cole's here. Yes, he is. All right.
Hey, Mr. Cole.
No, that's okay. All right, sir.
The girls were
Hi, good afternoon, Your Honor. Thank you for squeezing me in.
Not a problem. Court does call the case of the People's State of Michigan versus Robert Gregory Heft. There is no case number on it. Please raise your right hand to be sworn. You solemnly swear or affirm the information, testimony you'll give to the court will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yes.
Please state your name, your department, and tell me what you know about the matter, please.
Yes, my name is Officer Robert Cole. I work for Pittsfield Township Police Department. The case number here is 23-14550. This incident occurred on 9/25/2023 at approximately 1900 hours at 2325 Twin Lakes Drive, apartment TA, and that is in Pittsfield Township, Washtenaw County, state of Michigan. Officer Holman was dispatched to a complaint of an indecent exposure and made contact with the victim, Madeline Green. Green lives in the same apartment complex of Gulfside Lakes and can see the defendant's deck from hers. Green advised the defendant had made sexually suggestive statements towards her from his balcony to her and had also exposed his penis to her. Green advised this has been an ongoing issue. While Officer Holman was on scene, Green provided him with a video where he could clearly see the defendant remove his pants, expose his penis, and appear to briefly masturbate.
All right. Based on that, the court does find that there's probable cause to believe that the individual alleged in the complaint has committed the offenses. The court will issue the complaint in this matter. All right.
Thank you, Your Honor. Is it okay to get the hard copy tomorrow morning, Judge?
Yes, we can do that, right? Or
Well, I will send it directly to the clerk's office.
we have the signed copy. We can get it right down to the clerk's office for you.
Okay, I just need to get a hard copy over to the dispatch center.
You're right. Okay.
Oh, yes.
Okay. Yes, you can get that. That's fine.
Tomorrow morning? Okay, great. And
Yes,
again,
sir.
thank you very much.
Not a problem. Stay safe.
Yeah, you have a good one. Thank you.
Yeah.
He wasn't even comfortable reading that complaint.
14A stands adjourned.
Could have ended before that one, Your Honor. We could have called it an early day. Maybe that's a good moment for Zoom to break. Oh my. All right. Well, on that note, how's your day going? And YouTube proceeds to demonetize the stream. Let's see. We're 2 hours in. I don't know. We might be okay. But I think the only thing I can play right now, the only sound.
I understand. Likely offense will continue, but if he finished peeing, that offense is not going to continue for a while. Oh well.
That's the closest one I've got that's appropriate right now. Okay, we'll do. Yes, I think Judy. There's that. All right, let's go somewhere else. Okay, let's talk for just briefly. Let's talk about the first case. We made the bathtub trial, which we're a week behind. But here's my dilemma if we do the bathtub trial, and I'll lay it out here on the line for you guys. If we do the bathtub trial, we will be fighting spoilers the entire time, and it is so hard on the mods to fight spoilers. It's one thing to control content a little bit and things that are inappropriate, as long as it doesn't come from court, Judge Cedric Simpson. But the day we saved the screw, that's what happens. That's what happens, you guys. See, you learned your lesson. Spoilers are difficult. Are you guys okay with doing that? Bathtub trial is a trial out of Idaho. Murder. It's a murder trial. I guess dead in the bathtub is. I can put some words in the. You need more mods. I'm giving her all she's got. I can put some words in the block chat that will help prevent spoilers from showing up. If you're okay with that. Okay, because other than that, let me tell you what the schedule is. Today is March 13th. We have, let's see, the 18th we have Robert Tellis. So we'd have to speed watch the bathtub trial. He's the accused of killing an investigative journalist out of Clark County, Nevada. I've got to double check and make sure we have access to that one. The 4th of April, we have Franklin Tucker, the Treehouse murder trial. Let's see. Rust sentencing is 4/15. 4/16, we've got another Scott Peterson hearing, the motion to seal the hearing. That's going to be pretty quick. Probably won't watch that one. Jose Lozano is 4/18. We've got sentencing for stealing that trailer, that $300,000 worth of trailer stuff. That happens on the 18th. 4/1. Chad Daybell, April 1st. I forgot about this guy. Chad Daybell's April 1st. Let's see what else comes through there. On the 13th, Shannon Gardner. Oh, that's another one. It's the death penalty joint trial. That's the Microsoft. Extradited from Washington. I think that's the Microsoft one. It's 4/13. Put that in the right spot. Okay, and then that takes us all the way to 5/13. It's got Delphi. Sarah Boone on 5/13 as well. Richard Walter Bradley Jr., 4 gold digger murders. That's happening on 5/20 out of King County Superior Court in Washington. Owens v. Eckerd, happening in June. That's the bachelor paternity case with Megan Fox. Miles Bryant, also at the same time, former cop accused of murdering a 16-year-old girl out of Georgia. June, we've got Ryan Schick, stalking, strangulation, false imprisonment, and battery. That's out of Wisconsin. We've got a couple, Libby and I Wasn't Born to Thorns, both court watchers for that one. Alec Baldwin's coming up in July, as is Ashley Benefield with Black Swan. Lori Daybell in August. We've got the Home Depot murder out of Escambia, Florida in August as well. That's the STD murder. Let's see. Corey Richens. Corey's got a hearing in, let's see, preliminary trial date 5/15. Got a date, put all these in the right spot here. Just one second. So Corey Richens goes up there. Who else do we have? Karen Reed. Obviously, we're not going to cover this one directly, but we might indirectly cover some of the happenings. Nicholas Rosie out of Utah has got more things going on. What the Hales is happening, or not, as the case may be. Koberger's not till 2025, probably March 2025, right? I think it's March 2025. Rebecca Auburn. Where's Rebecca Auburn? Does anybody know where Rebecca Auburn is? Out of Ohio. She killed 4 men to rob them, was the allegation. And we've got a few things on the schedule. Greetings, Mert Birdwatcher. Welcome. The Standard Home Depot murder trial already happened, was more than a month ago. Okay, so I can delete that off my list. It was way down at the bottom, and it wasn't really, didn't rise very high on my attention here. So let's delete that one.
When are we going to break for lunch, Judge?
What the Hales is too much saturation. Nosy Rosie, what we're pushing for and What the Hales is actually to be a camera in the courtroom, which is a little bit different because right now people are reading court documents. We would like to be a camera on site with video and audio instead of a Zoom feed. So we've filed for that, and then the things updated. How often do you check your email? About once a month, whether I need to or not. Jinx, did you send me something? Let's see, I have 46,000 unread emails. I've got the letters from the U.S. Attorney, from Angela. Apparently, a fake Nike advertisement wants to advertise on the channel, but it's from a weird email address. Amber.
Hi. You're hearing a lot from me today.
Third call. It's third strike. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I know. So I'm seeing in chat that there's some people saying that the bathtub murder case is being covered quite a bit. And since we have time to spare, really, because we have what's coming up first from here.
The first one that's coming up for us.
Yes.
Let's see. We just had John Torres, so Robert Tellis on the 18th in 5 days. Investigative journalist out of Nevada.
There are actually several other trials going on right now that nobody seems to be covering other than their local stations. And there's one that just went into Verdict Watch, and it's in Connecticut. Don't you have a media something or another in Connecticut?
Statewide, I think it's Connecticut. That or Delaware, I forget. I'm listed officially on statewide as media access for courts.
Yeah, Brian North is the state trooper that was on trial, and they just went to Verdict Watch. So, and that's not something that a whole lot of people are covering. if you want to do something different.
I'm looking. I might take a look at that one.
Yeah, it's not got near the coverage of other channels. And I could have sworn it was Connecticut that you had access to. So I thought maybe that would be a good idea to check that one out.
Okay. I will. I'll take a look at that one, and we'll plan on doing something tomorrow about that.
All right. Sounds good. That's all the 2 cents I got for today. I'm gonna retire for the rest of the day.
Okay, you earned it. Appreciate it, Amber. Thanks for your help.
Not a problem. Bye,
All right.
y'all.
Bye. Treehouse Murder got a new judge. Yes, he did. Let's see. You were going to mention the Robert North. I've got to look and see what's available that way. Okay, I'll have to do some research. Yes, you emailed me something. Let me see what's available in my email here. Let's see. Was it? You're not from Aura, are you? Keep getting these sponsorship opportunities. Who is Aura? I don't know. Okay, I've got to do some homework. Is what I have to do. I've got to do some homework. If you're covered for Connecticut, would you cover the Vince McMahon? Why can I not say that name? Civil case, I'm not sure if it's set for. Civil cases are tough. Oh, man. This is like a famous guy, and I can't say his name, I'm pretty sure. Is lawyer you know streaming Crumbly? I don't think he's streaming Crumbly, is he? How often can the same crime be prosecuted after a mistrial? As many times as they need. Until there's a not guilty or a guilty verdict. Every content creator I've watched is sponsored by Aura this week. I don't know what Aura is. Say no. Aura sells data security. Could they keep spam people from calling my phone? Robert, we made the list, but it still is showing locked. And I'm worried that that we were at a higher point in memberships previously, and now we're lower, even though we've come up a bit. And so we used the memberships, the emojis from when we were at the higher point, and it's not going to release anymore until we're over the other one. So I'll have to wait till tomorrow and see what happens. Not safe for work. That pretty much rules that one out. Police officer in Connecticut. Let me look and see what is available, what we can get access to. It's a no. I have homework to do. I do. I've got homework. Okay, so I think we've got everything we need to. We got the conclusion to this case, which let's talk about that briefly. We've got a little distance between us and Judge Simpson, and let me tell you why I don't like what he did. I realize wanting to make things right. Okay, as the judge, you have the final say. You get to decide what happens. You know, everyone says, "Hey, this was what happened wrong. Fix it. How are you going to fix it?" And he wants to fix it, and you can't. You can't bring lives back. There's no amount of punishment he could give this gentleman that would result in him, making it better. That the family would be like, "Okay, now I feel better. Now it makes the pain, the ache in my heart go away because at least he served X number of days, and he acknowledged that. But I've seen the jury do this. I've seen the jury come back with a very symbolic sentence where the jury picks the sentence where they say, we want you to serve 1 day for every day XYZ. This person was old or something. You know, they do that sometimes. But for a judge to do this and step in and say, I'm doing this for them, that's not how the law works. That you judge the law based on what this person did, not what this person wants you to do to that person. And so it's a little frustrating that way when the judge says, I did the best I could for you, instead of I did the right thing for him, which was judged him and held him accountable because of his actions. And we saw that when he put the date, and I realize it's a touching gesture for the families when he put the date you serve, the day you go into prison is the anniversary of their deaths. What does that accomplish? Nothing. Does nothing. And he says he promised the victims' families that he would do something for them. Yeah, I'm worried that this one is going to come back on appeal very quickly, and this is going to be reversed. I don't know. I don't know how quick something like that could be appealed, because August, they probably could get a transcript of this court proceeding by then, but I think he did the right thing by stepping back and not throwing the book at him. If he'd thrown the book at him especially after the last hearing, I think that would have been a major problem. But we've got the judge doing an investigation on the case. The judge saying he's not happy with what the charges were, and he wish he could do more. I wish I could do more for you. Oh, that doesn't. It's on the prosecution. It's on the prosecution there, and maybe it's on the police. Maybe they didn't gather the right evidence. Maybe they didn't gather all the evidence. But if they can't prove the charges, don't charge them with the charges. And if you don't charge them with the charges, you can't treat them as if they did or if they should have. Sounds like you did consult with the families as well. You can't see me. I think the maximum you could get is 90 days in jail. So there is a 90-day sentence. 45 days is suspended, or 45 days is waived. But if he breaks parole at all, he'll serve all 90, and that's the max. After 90 days, it doesn't matter if he was the worst prisoner on the face of the earth, as long as he didn't commit any more crimes while in jail, he'd be let out after that. Yeah. You see the sword the Magna Fishers found? I love it when they find swords and guns. Yeah, I agree. I'm going to take a look at that one and see if we're able to do that. If the defendant has a shred of remorse, he won't appeal and accept this light sentence. Well, EM, he's literally being sentenced for driving after the people that crashed into him and drove off. That is his sentence. That was the crime that occurred. And he drove off and he chased the people who crashed into him. And it was their fault. Corey Richens, the first thing we have for Corey Richens is going to be 5/15, and that's going to be a preliminary trial date. Hopefully at that time we'll have an actual date picked out. Sent an article about a case to the burner. Okay. All right. On that note, we're gonna wrap things up here, and I'm going to start doing some homework and getting ready for tomorrow. I'll have to look at the case and see what's in it to see before I can decide, but we've got a couple ideas out there. If not, we can do some court hopping, as we have other ones that are starting here soon. Oh, I got to think this one over. Tonight I'll be staring at the ceiling, looking at the bed. I'm staring at the ceiling, being like, I don't know, Judge Cedric Simpson. I just can't get this out of my head. Anyway, either way, today, thank you very much for everyone who's been here today. Thank you for your super generosity in gifting memberships. That was incredible to watch that happen. You guys are amazing. We're going to get that new emoji for you one way or another. Let's see. thank you all. Thank you all for being here. Tonight when you go home, please hug the people you love, smile at someone, make their day just a little bit better. And please stay safe till we go live again. We'll be tomorrow morning about 8:30-ish. 8:30-ish, 8:45, 8:30-ish. And until then, be good to each other. And have yourselves a fantastic day while I do my homework. So, I promise I'll do the homework. You guys be good. We'll see you. Bye.
Because he's the guy! When are we gonna break for lunch, Judge?
Somebody just sent me a video of roaches fighting. I don't know who won.
Is that correct? Someone with more experience.
There's a lawsuit.